I got big bank cases on a motherfucker. Ain't shit chain, cause I'm still getting still mine. Ain't no love for a hater tryna fly me, tryna play me. Motherfuckers never stop my stop shine. Yeah, they see me, but they still watch. I got shining on rerun. I got shining on rerun. Yeah, they see me, but they still watch. I got shining on rerun. I got shining on rerun. I was 1D creeping, cat it on high. My paint never dry. Forge it out on the rim and the ties. Make it where niggas will never get by. Flipping the script on the hoe. Shine up the grill and leave it glow. People the dip and never show. Cut the fucking lot with super throw. Players out here on game. Dip me so cold on the hole of the two below that we can put out the flame. Of the blue hand of the roof of the coupe. All I got is band man who got change. Who got the number to the near reverted down and club the church for the clip. Hit the pole and do a split. Cause we ball wines. We ain't talking about flights. Talking lemon from a vodka with the ice. Spent more on jail, I'm a steak in the strip. Then more gon' make it ain't life. We ain't tripped up, never hit up from the drink. Pick up where I left off on the dank. Flaked out, never spent out on chain.
Hey, now I'm going to keep this short because I know you guys all came out here for some action. But I have unfinished business with Pete Dunne here in this ring, and I know he's banned from Monday Night Raw until Summerslam. So I say he meets me this Saturday night at NXT TakeOver Brooklyn in trios action. I'll be here, Bruiserweight.
Creeping, cat it on high, my paint never dry. Forge it out on the rim and the ties. Make it where niggas will never get by. Flipping the script on the hoe. Shine up the grill and leave it glow. People the dip and never show. Cut the fucking lot with super throw. Players out here on game. Dip me so cold on the hole of the two below that we can put out the flame. Of the blue hand of the roof of the coupe. All I got is band man who got change. Who got the number to the near reverted down and club the church for the clip. Hit the pole and do a split. Cause we ball wine. There was a firefight!
We are set for tag team action here in the opening match on Monday Night Raw. We have the team of TM61 taking on the Crusade, being Austin Aries and Roderick Strong. Roderick Strong immediately starting off hot with the dropkick there, calling him back up to his feet. You gotta think that both these teams looking to cement themselves as potential contenders to whoever the tag team champions are coming out of SummerSlam. We saw Drew McIntyre and Johnny Gargano qualify to be the #1 contenders following their defeat, or Drew McIntyre's defeat of Bobby Roode a few weeks back. So we will see that match going down next week at SummerSlam. We also saw in the opening segment here tonight Seth Rollins challenge 6-man action against Pete Dunne. Pete Dunne having to find himself tag team partners for that show. We know that Mustache Mountain, his friends in British Strong Style, are already scheduled to have a tag team match against the Young Bucks for the NXT Tag Team Championships. So Pete Dunne gonna have to do some searching for partners in the coming week. Now Austin Aries and Roderick Strong looking to take advantage here in this matchup. A quick roll up here from Shane Thorne has Austin Aries down for a 2 count, but Austin Aries able to escape it. You gotta think that the Crusade is looking to cement themselves here on Monday Night Raw since moving up. Of course, Austin Aries, former NXT champion. He was the Cruiserweight champion down in NXT, the second longest reigning one behind Will Ospreay, who is the current champion as of now. Now Roderick Strong with a huge backbreaker, dropping Shane Thorne right across the knee. The Messiah of the backbreaker looking to go to work here on Shane Thorne. Nick Miller yet to be tagged into this match here tonight. Now Shane Thorne getting the advantage in hostile territory, sending Roderick Strong back into a comfortable position back in his corner. And now Roderick Strong gaining the advantage with a huge kick. He tagged Nick Miller across the shoulder, but the tag was not made. The referee deeming it not a legal tag in. Shane Thorne is still the legal man here. Now stomping on the arm, looking to wear down Roderick Strong while Nick Miller recovering on the outside. Shane Thorne's going to have to make a tag coming up here soon. Roderick Strong bouncing off of him, able to take advantage again with a kick to the gut, followed by a backhand chop. Now sending him back into the corner, looking for a tag to Austin Aries. Austin Aries is right there. Shane Thorne staring holes in Roderick Strong. Both teams rather low down on the rankings here as far as the tag team titles. That is because there are so many contenders here in the tag division on Monday Night Raw, including the Authors of Pain, as we've seen Beer Money and Evolve making names for themselves here. Now Shane Thorne going from the top rope with a diving Meteora, but Roderick Strong able to scout that, and here comes a curb stomp from Roderick Strong. Maybe a shout to Seth Rollins, who we saw in that opening segment, following it up with yet another curb stomp, drilling the head of Shane Thorne into the canvas, now knocking Nick Miller off the apron. Roderick Strong looking to take advantage here, lifting him up in a fireman's carry, dropping him into the gut check, the knees driving into the stomach of Shane Thorne here, following it up with a sick kick off the ropes. Now turning him over into a cover. Roderick Strong looking to go for the cover here. Ref is down for the count. And only a 2 count there from Shane Thorne. Roderick Strong potentially letting him out. Looking to inflict more damage upon Shane Thorne here, sending him into the corner. Austin Aries back inside now. Snapmare taking him down, and Austin Aries meets him with a huge big boot coming off the ropes. Nick Miller yet again being knocked off the apron, unable to take advantage in this match. It's been Shane Thorne against both men the entire time. Nick Miller is fresh, but he just keeps being knocked off the apron before he can make the tag. Now Austin Aries taking down Shane Thorne with a huge Neck breaker. Now going to Brett's rope and dropping him with a huge elbow drop, following it up across the neck and sternum region of Shane Thorne. Austin Aries sending Shane Thorne now into the corner. Appraising the adulation of the fans here. Now Austin Aries sending him off the ropes, looking for that discus forearm, and there it is, connecting with the jaw of Shane Thorne. Now pulling Nick Miller inside the ropes, twisting him over, and now he's going to go for a neck breaker here, taking Nick Miller down for the time being. Nick Miller rolling to the outside of the ring, stomping on the face of Shane Thorne. Now locking in the last chancery. Will it be enough to put away Shane Thorne here? A huge win for the Crusade if they're able to put away TM61, and they are. Shane Thorne forced to tap out. The Crusade cleaning up TM61 in quick fashion there, as Austin Aries and Roderick Strong able to capitalize on the disadvantage that TM61 had, only having one man in the ring the entirety of that match. Now sending the ref to the outside. Roderick Strong not letting up with this attack here. Austin Aries attacking TM61 as well. These two are making a statement. Whoever the champions are coming out of SummerSlam, the Crusade is coming for them. Now Roderick Strong sending him to the outside. The show of disrespect from these two.
I got big bank cases on a motherfucker. Ain't shit chain, cause I'm still getting mine. Ain't no love for a hater tryna fly me, tryna play me. Motherfuckers never stop my stop shine. Yeah, they see me, but they still watch. I got shining on rerun. I got shining on rerun. Keep holding on when my brain's ticking like a bomb. Guess the black dogs have come again to get me. Sweet bitter words, unlike nothing I've heard. Sing along, mockingbird, you don't affect me. That's right. Deliver it to my heart. Please try. Be deliverance. Wait, I'm coming undone. Irate. I'm coming undone. Too late. I'm coming undone. What looks so.
And we are set for our main event here, the personification of big man's wrestling. Inside the ring right now, Mr. Athletic Jeff Cobb taking on the monster among men, Braun Strowman, here in the main event of Monday Night Raw. Jeff Cobb not playing any games here tonight. Both men looking, a huge belly-to-belly suplex to open this contest from Jeff Cobb. Jeff Cobb having a phenomenal year so far in Universe mode, starting it off with a victory over Brock Lesnar in the opener of WrestleMania 32, a last man standing match if I recall correctly. And now the strength of Jeff Cobb, able to lift up the monster among men, bounce him off the ropes and rebound him into a sit-out powerbomb. We're going to see some tremendous feats of strength here in this matchup, as both men weighing well over the 300-pound mark. Braun Strowman looking to capitalize with Jeff Cobb down on the ground here. Jeff Cobb knocking off Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania, following up with a victory over Lars Sullivan. Is yet to receive any championship gold here in Universe, including his time in NXT. Of course, his partner in the Chosen Bros being Matt Riddle over on SmackDown, so they can't compete for any tag team championships as of now. Maybe we'll see that switch up in the Superstar Scramble that we have later on in this series. Now, for the time being, Braun Strowman wearing down Jeff Cobb in the ring here tonight. The Monster Among Men, a former television champion, the title belt that is on SmackDown Live. He is actually the first man to hold that championship. And now Jeff Cobb lifting him up in a gut wrench and dropping him right across the knee. Jeff Cobb is fired up here tonight. He knows how important this match is to use as a launching pad for his career, as he's taken on many big men this year. Now lifting him with a deadlift powerbomb. We saw that sit-out powerbomb, bouncing him off the ropes. Now electing to lift him from the ground all the way up and dropping him with a powerbomb. Jeff Cobb earning a victory over Lars Sullivan as well back at Backlash, the first pay-per-view after WrestleMania. And as I was saying, Braun Strowman, the third longest reign with that television championship over on SmackDown. The first man to win that championship in a fatal four-way between Eddie Guerrero, Rhino, and Rob Van Dam back in the first episode of Tuesday Night SmackDown Live. Now Braun Strowman grabbing the throat and an STO onto Jeff Cobb, taking him down for the time being. Braun Strowman looking to send Jeff Cobb into the corner. Braun Strowman is going to have a size and a height advantage in this matchup. And now Beal tossing Jeff Cobb across the ring. The incredible strength on display of both men to just hurl the other big man across the ring is truly impressive here in this matchup. Jeff Cobb going for that first lariat. Braun Strowman able to duck underneath that, but then meeting him with another one coming up behind. And now Jeff Cobb looking for yet another deadlift, this time lifting him up in a gut-wrench suplex and just tossing Braun Strowman like a sack of potatoes, throwing him right down. And now Braun Strowman fighting back. Huge fist to the face of Jeff Cobb. Jeff Cobb able to evade the potential power slam that we've seen Braun Strowman utilize to finish off so many opponents here in the WWE. Now Jeff Cobb rebounding Braun Strowman off the ropes with a huge German suplex. Mr. Athletic Jeff Cobb looking to get to work here. A former Olympic athlete is Jeff Cobb. And another Olympic athlete that we have here on Monday Night Raw being Kurt Angle will meet Daniel Bryan and AJ Styles in the main event of SummerSlam coming up next week. We still have one more edition of Monday Night Raw to get to before then, and next week we will see what goes down between the three men involved in that matchup. Braun Strowman for the time being just wearing down Jeff Cobb now. I'm getting pretty quiet here, but there's not really much to call in this matchup right now. Both men just looking to utilize their strength and power. Braun Strowman with the height advantage over Jeff Cobb, just cranking on the neck, but Jeff Cobb able to mount a vertical base here, sending Braun Strowman into the corner. And now coming in with a huge clothesline, capturing him in the corner. And now a shooting star headbutt from Jeff Cobb. The athleticism of Jeff Cobb for such a huge man is really miraculous and incredible. But he always impresses inside that ring. Now going for a splash from Brett's rope, but he comes up short as Braun Strowman able to roll out of that one. Braun Strowman now lifting him up into the corner. As I was going to say, Braun Strowman possessing some athleticism that we haven't seen from big men either here in WWE. Both men in their own right. A diving spear off the top rope from Jeff Cobb. Both men in their own right. Very athletic for their size, and showing what they got here tonight in the main event of Monday Night Raw. And now a huge running big boot as Braun Strowman was attempting to get back up to his feet, but Jeff Cobb not allowing that to happen for the moment. Jeff Cobb thinking better of it, lifting him up. The power of Jeff Cobb lifting him up and gut-wrenching him into a twisting German suplex mid-air. Able to lift the Monster Among Men up into the air like that. takes an incredible amount of strength, rebounding him off the ropes and now meeting him with a forearm and a kick to follow it up. And he lifts him up into a huge Samoan drop yet again, throwing him up in the air and catching him on his way down. Just messing with Braun Strowman at this point. Now Jeff Cobb looking to mount some offense here, but Braun Strowman thinking otherwise, fighting back up to his feet for the time being. Braun Strowman turning him over and now hooking the arms from behind, where he's going to go for a camel clutch here. And he's working on the face of Jeff Cobb, squeezing the head as he wrenches back on the neck and upper back of Jeff Cobb, but Jeff Cobb able to escape that maneuver there. We don't see submissions very often from Braun Strowman, looking to wear down the big man in this match. He isn't the bigger man, as Jeff Cobb being significantly shorter than Braun Strowman, and he's met with a clubbing smash to the gut, leveling Jeff Cobb for the time being. Jeff Cobb trying to work his way back up to his feet here, but Braun Strowman not going to allow it to happen with a terminating knee strike, terminating whatever potential momentum Jeff Cobb was looking to gain there. Now lifting him up for the power slam, and he's going for it, and he slams him down into the ground with a huge Oklahoma slam, but Jeff Cobb able to get his foot underneath the bottom rope before the ref can get to a count, and rather than pulling Jeff Cobb into the middle of the ring, Braun Strowman is going to continue to wear down Jeff Cobb on the ground here, just driving the knuckles into the side of the face of Jeff Cobb, and yet again looking to gut-wrench suplex Jeff Cobb as a favorite maneuver of Jeff Cobb. So Braun Strowman potentially looking to show him that he is capable of doing the same things that Jeff Cobb can inside that ring. Oh, and a huge discus lariat leveling the monster among men. Jeff Cobb able to take down Braun Strowman for the time being, and now getting tossed over by Braun Strowman. And a knee to the gut. Potentially Braun Strowman looking for another Oklahoma slam quickly there. Now sent to the outside. Jeff Cobb springboarding in with a huge slingshot spear, but he comes up short as Braun Strowman was able to sidestep that maneuver. Now turning Braun Strowman around and gut-wrenching him with yet another German suplex, just launching the monster among men yet again, showcasing his power on display here tonight. And now Jeff Cobb lifting him up, knee to the gut, and he's going to go for the Wrath of the Gods, the Tour of the Isles. And he can cover him after that. That may spell the end for the monster among men, as he hits a huge Tour of the Isles, whatever you want to call it, Wrath of the Gods, on Braun Strowman. Now sending Strowman into the corner. Jeff Cobb not going for the cover as he wants to follow up, potentially knowing that one maneuver like that will not be enough to put away Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman so resilient here in Universe mode. That's what got him an 100-day title reign with that TV championship, holding it until his loss to Matt Riddle last year at SummerSlam. Of course, the history between Braun Strowman and Matt Riddle is documented, and you know that Jeff Cobb is on the side of Matt Riddle in that situation. He is one half of the Chosen Bros, now looking to slingshot Braun Strowman, and the deadlift suplex from the apron onto the inside from Jeff Cobb from the second rope, able to hoist Braun Strowman's entire body weight over the top rope and slam him into the canvas with a huge impact. I'll tell you what, I'm impressed mostly with the power of Jeff Cobb here tonight. We know he's a strong guy, but to be able to lift up a man like Braun Strowman and do a slingshot. Now going for the frog splash onto Braun Strowman, connecting with him as Strowman was looking to get to the ropes and lift himself back up to his feet, but Jeff Cobb not allowing that to happen, looking to gut wrench him yet again and driving the knee again into the gut of Braun Strowman, working down that midsection for the Wrath of the Gods. And now Jeff Cobb lifting him up in a powerbomb position and launching the monster among men into the bottom turnbuckle across the ring. Jeff Cobb is fired up for this Raw crowd here tonight. Now Jeff Cobb looking to go behind Braun Strowman, but he's met with two elbow smashes to the face for his troubles. Braun Strowman sending Jeff Cobb into the corner now and throwing him with yet another heel toss across the ring. And Braun Strowman not allowing any breathing room on the hands of Jeff Cobb, looking to lift him up in a military press, and he's just lifting him up and down in the military press and dropping him right off. Throwing Jeff Cobb like he's a feather. Now Braun Strowman scouting something here, but he's met with a forearm to the face for his troubles from Jeff Cobb. Yet again, Jeff Cobb looking for something huge here on the ropes. Lifting him up yet again for that powerbomb and the sit out. Powerbomb yet again from Jeff Cobb. Slingshotting Braun Strowman off the ropes. And now he's going for a military press of his own. Is Jeff Cobb, and he gets him. And now he's looking to follow it up with a huge standing moonsault. As I was saying, the athleticism of Jeff Cobb, unmatched by anyone here in WWE for being his size. Now looking to go to the top rope. Hands in the air and a shooting star press from the top rope. Going for the cover on Braun Strowman, but it's only a 2 count. Braun Strowman able to escape the top rope shooting star from Jeff Cobb, Mr. Athletic. Now looking to send Braun Strowman off the ropes, but gets a receipt of his own. Exactly what he was looking for. Braun Strowman bringing him to the inside now and looking for the cover here. But Jeff Cobb not letting that keep him down for the count. Braun Strowman, we've seen this maneuver multiple times here in this matchup. Driving the knuckles into the face of Jeff Cobb. Now Braun Strowman just running the ropes, showing he's got plenty of stamina left in him. And now driving the knuckles yet again into the face of Jeff Cobb, just wearing him down continuously in this contest. Jeff Cobb has worked on that midsection, the back and the gut of Braun Strowman, but will it be enough to take away the victory here? Another clubbing smash to the gut. Both men exhausted on the ground here. Braun Strowman able to counter that strike, and he lifts him up for the power slam, but Jeff Cobb pushing him into the corner now. Able to fight out of that power slam, not being hit with that more than one time here in this match, because that could be the end of Mr. Athletic Jeff Cobb, looking to lift him up in a muscle buster, and he drops him right on the shoulders. The muscle buster from the top rope, taking down Braun Strowman now. Now Jeff Cobb scouting Braun Strowman with another Wrath of the Gods. He's going to go for the cover following that on Braun Strowman, and that might be enough to keep the monster down, but it's not. Braun Strowman escaping at the last second, able to get his arm out and kick out of the Wrath of the Gods for a second time here in this matchup. Jeff Cobb's got to be wondering what he's got to do in this matchup to put away Braun Strowman. Now scouting something from the outside, pushing back Braun Strowman and slingshotting into the ring with a huge shoulder tackle, able to level the monster for the time being. And now looking to send Braun Strowman right over the top rope and to the outside. Jeff Cobb following him out there. Both men have to be mindful of the count on the outside. These two can get carried away very easily around those objects, such as the table that you see Jeff Cobb stripping right now, and the ring posts like to be utilized. Now Jeff Cobb sending Braun Strowman into the table. And Braun Strowman able to reverse that with a fireman's carry, lifting Jeff Cobb right over his shoulders, and now sending Jeff Cobb into the barricade here. A huge throat thrust, but Jeff Cobb able to answer back with a huge smash to the face, getting back inside the ring before the count. I believe the ref was at a count of 6, so both men looking to get back inside before getting this match thrown out. Neither man wants that. Jeff Cobb now lifting Strowman back up to his feet and hitting him with another Wrath of the Gods. Another Wrath of the Gods onto Braun Strowman. That is the third time he has hit that maneuver, but he's not going for the cover here, looking to lift Braun Strowman back up, and now sending him off the ropes and throwing him into the air, catching him on his way down. Gonna go for yet another Wrath of the Gods onto Braun Strowman, and will that be enough to keep down the monster among men? Mr. Athletic Jeff Cobb now going for the cover, and he gets the 3 count. Jeff Cobb coming out victorious against yet another big man here in Universe mode. I have been impressed by his showcase of athleticism, power, and talent over the past few months, and you got to think that Jeff Cobb is right there in line with Shinsuke Nakamura and Tetsuya Naito, who we saw last week for a championship opportunity. Thank you for joining me on Monday Night Raw, and meet me back here on Wednesday for SmackDown Live.